It's Tuesday, January 14th, and you're listening to the Day Weather Podcast. Thanks for listening today. Well, for those of you who remember those old vinyl 33 and a third records we used to put on turntables, when you'd get a scratch or something stuck on the record, the music would just repeat itself. Well, that's kind of where we are with the weather right now. We're in a pattern that is very much going to just continue to repeat, at least here for another week or so. This continues to be excellent news for the snowpack in the mountains. The mountains of Colorado and Wyoming got great snow again yesterday, and there's more powder coming to you snowhounds. One thing to point out, we have mentioned many times during this podcast this winter that avalanche danger is a real thing around here, something that we really don't hear enough about. We've already had 8 fatalities from folks killed in avalanches, skiers, and a few snowmobilers spread out across Montana, Oregon, Idaho, and in Colorado and Utah. And with the additional snowfall, shifting winds at times, we are going to be looking at very high, at least considerable avalanche danger in the mountains of Colorado, but just about every state, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado, Utah, and Idaho, as well as the Pacific Northwest now that is finally getting back into the snow. All of the northern and central Rockies, the Pacific Northwest, looking at very high avalanche danger. So for you backcountry folks who like to ski, like to snowmobile, be cautious. One of the avalanches that we had this winter earlier this month was on a ski area. So we got to be really, really careful if you want to go take advantage of this great snow that's falling in the mountains. Now back to the forecast. We have another wave that's going to come through, bringing another round of snow to the mountains, as well as areas near the mountains of all the states in the interior west as we roll through tonight and into tomorrow morning. Then another system will come in as we get into Friday night, and Saturday. That's going to bring another slug of snow to the high country. On the plains, there will be a few snow showers, but as we have mentioned in earlier podcasts, the systems are coming through at just the right angle to really bring good snow to the mountains. But all you get on the plains is the leftovers. You'll have some snow showers. This will be especially true for folks who live near the mountains and west of the Continental Divide in western and southwestern Wyoming. We'll also see some snow showers, maybe along the I-90 corridor, across the central plains of eastern Wyoming, maybe a couple across eastern Colorado, but nothing more than snow showers. So it's one of those good patterns where you're not shoveling at home, but the mountains are still getting snowed on. That's how the rest of this week and this weekend will go. We're also escaping any severe cold. With this active pattern of fast-moving jet stream, while we do get colder behind these systems, we don't expect to be terribly cold. We're looking at just very much average January conditions through the rest of this week and into the weekend. The pattern long-term over the next 2 weeks looks very busy. There's more of these Pacific storms that'll be moving through. There will also be interjections of colder Canadian air as just a good old-fashioned winter is with us this month of January. We're going to be looking at more of the same for the rest of this week and into the start of the new week. We'll take a look at maybe the longer-term outlook, 30 to 60 days ahead, in tomorrow's podcast. In the meantime, thanks for listening and have a good Tuesday.